Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the launch of several projects financed by the European Union in Tajura region. For the international scene, Kazakhstan faced with an unprecedented uprising. The Kazakh government obtains the reinforcement of Russian troops. Welcome to our newsroom. This Thursday, January 6, 2022, was marked by the launch of the ADIL program in the region of Tajura, carried by the local authorities and funded by the support of the European Union and France. The program ADIL is conducted in consultation with the local population to best meet the real needs of beneficiaries. As part of the launch of this vast flagship program, a strong delegation led by the Minister of National Education Vocational Training came from Djibouti at the invitation of the President of the Regional Council, His Excellency Mustafa Mohamed Mahamoud, and who was acting on this occasion for his colleagues in charge of decentralization, was accompanied by the French ambassador and the representative of the European Union. The delegation was welcomed on arrival in Tajura by the President of the Regional Council, Mr. Omar Hussein Omar, the Minister of Investment, the Prefect of Tajura, and parliamentarian of the region, and local elected officials. The day began at School 3, where the Regional Council has just set up an experimental project of a nursery and reforestation. This project aims to promote market gardening in Tajura and inland localities. Thereafter, the President of the Regional Council led the delegation to the site where works of embellishments of the maritime facade are currently underway. Then it was the turn of Bolli to welcome the delegation of the ministry in this place. The Regional Council is carrying out a project to strengthen the school garden. Then when the delegation came to Bolli, a strong delegation of the delegation went to Garabtisan, where a feat is being achieved in this region where the specter of thirst has always reigned supreme. Currently, an innovative project of an atmospheric water generator is being implemented. Thanks to this project, the population of this particularly arid area will be definitively freed from the water problems it faces daily. The most remarkable achievement will undoubtedly be the innovative project of an atmospheric water generator, which will allow to eradicate forever the specter of thirst in Karaptisan, where the population was always confronted with water problems because of the particularly inhospitable climate in this place. For his part, the European Union ambassador to Djibouti, Aidan O'Hara, said has indicated for his part, and so on behalf of the European Union, we are delighted to be working with the regions of Tajura as well as our partners, Expertise France, together with all the partners and the regional councils, and we are very impressed by all that we have seen this morning, especially as everyone works as a team, the president of the council, the prefect as partner, and you, Mr. Minister, who represent the Ministry of Decentralization. We have laid several stones today, and we look forward to coming back and seeing the fruits of the nursery and of these projects. And on his side, the French ambassador to Djibouti, Arnaud Guillois, explained, I would like to thank both the Minister of National Education, the Prefect, the President of the Regional Council, representing the Minister of Decentralization, for inviting you to this important ceremony, because France, the European Union, and Expertise France are happy to participate in this great project of decentralization led by the Djiboutian authorities according to the wishes of the President of the Republic. Decentralization, he said, Decentralization is a local democracy. It is a concrete project. It is the development of the territory and the populations. And we have seen today is extremely concrete. The budget that France and Europe are releasing and that we see the project benefiting directly to the population makes us want to continue and improve this structuring project for this population. The mayor of the city of Hargeisa, Mr. Abdul Karim Ahmed Moge, and the delegation accompanying him made a visit to the Faculty of Engineering of the university. The president of the University of Djibouti and the president of the municipality of Balbala warmly welcomed the mayor of the city of Hargeisa. Upon their arrival, the mayor of the city of Hargeisa and his delegation were able to visit the infrastructure of this Faculty of Engineering and the smart class where the engineering students presented them the prototype of a robot on which they work. The mayor of Hargeisa city, Mr. Abdul Karim Ahmed Moge, and his delegation were installed in the amphitheater of the Faculty of Engineering for a discussion to share their experiences, exchange views, and promote best practices in university governance. During this meeting, the exchanges focused on the development of cooperation and partnership in the university file. At the end of the day, the mayor of the city of Hargeisa and his delegation met with 10 Somaliland students who are studying at the University of Djibouti, especially in the Faculty of Engineering. For several days, the city of Djibouti has been experiencing a gray climate dominated by rainy weather. Indeed, like the coastal areas of the countries, our capital has over the past 3 nights experienced stratiform rainfall, that is to say rainfall and at low intensity. According to the weather forecast of the National Weather Agency, the cloud cover is expected to be mild and the situation does not raise the specter of flooding in the city, at least for the capital where the rainfall always indicates the traces, that is to say less than 1 liter of rainwater per square meter. In fact, rain, when it is not synonymous with the damages, offers some positive aspects and not negligible. In particular, a mild winter sky that changes the landscape and the living environment. This is the case with the recent rainfall, and many city dwellers are enthusiastic about this very pleasant climate situation. As part of the social support program, a team from the Diwan Zakat Foundation, affiliated to the Ministry of Muslim Affairs and WAF, led by the head of the sponsorship department, Mr. Aden Hussein Aden, went to the city of Arta to distribute the second installment of a sponsorship of orphans for the year 2021-2022. The process of distributing this allowance to orphans registered with Diwan Zakat took place in the presence of the Deputy Prefect of Arta, Mr. Mohammed Fouzi, and the President of the Regional Council, Mr. Ilmi Bouha. In addition to the orphaned parents who benefited from this kind gesture, on this occasion each orphan received 50,000 francs, which is the second tranche of sponsorship for the year 2021-2022. In a brief speech, the head of the sponsorship department, Aden Hussein Aden, emphasized the tangible importance of the orphans sponsorship project, noting that the Diwan Zakat collects this financial aid from merchants and wealthy with the aim of redistributing it to the orphaned children. For his part, the president of the Regional Council, Ilmi Bouha, expressed his thanks and gratitude to the officials of the Diwan Zakat for their tireless efforts in favor of the most needy groups. He drew attention to the fact that the project of sponsoring orphans, which was launched by the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, in 2007, it is of great importance for the improvement of the living conditions of orphans. This morning, Friday, January 7, 2022, a vast tree planting operation was launched in the region of Arta in Demirjok. A tree planting that consists of planting several shade trees granted by the Ministry of Agriculture in the presence of the American and Italian military, but also the massive participation of our armed forces of the Rapid Intervention Battalion, BIR, based on the locality of Ali Une, and Mr. Idi Nuh Abdi, director of the SDSA, who represent the Ministry of Agriculture. During the kick-off ceremony of this vast operation that took place at the sub-prefectures of Arta, the sub-prefect of Demirjok, Abdi Shakib Nur Yusuf, erected the first batch of trees in front of the enclosures of the CM of Demirjok. Moreover, green spaces have a considerable influence on the life of man. They have sporting virtues, improve the quality of the living environment, have an ecological and landscape interests, provide shade and coolness in summer, renew the oxygen in the air space. For the international scene, an increase in the prices of gas triggered this unprecedented wave of anger that took the Kazakh government by surprise. In President Kasim Jomart Tokayev, who had asked for help from Moscow, was heard troops have arrived from Russia as part of the deployment of a collective peacekeeping force. These troops will allow President Tokayev to retain power, but in return he will lose some sovereignty over his own state. He will be more dependent on Russia. Vladimir Putin will not miss this opportunity, say Dmitry Oreskin, an independent Russian political analyst. Almaty, the economic capital of Kazakhstan, bears the scares of the riots. Burned the vehicles, looted the stores, burning buildings. Through this violence, the Kazakhs express a feeling of rage in front of a growing precariousness and an authoritarian regime which monopolizes the wealth of the country. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.